Welcome back to Africa 54. I'm Esther Gido in Washington. Niger has one of the highest known child marriage rates in the world, with 3 out of 4 girls in this West African country married before age 18. But some girls are refusing this traditional cultural practice and being helped by women who were themselves forced into child marriage. Moki Edwin Kinzeka has this report by Anne Nzwankeu in Niamey, Niger.
24-year-old Balkissa Chabo meets twice a month with Nigerian girls to discuss their right to oppose arranged marriage. The United Nations says 3 out of 4 girls in Nigeria married before age 18. Chabo is taking a stand against child marriage because she herself was forced to marry at the age of 12 and to drop out of school.
My awareness gives information to young girls. They need to know what they want, know where they want to go, and what to do to get there. Because if you know your goals, you know your ambitions, you will know where to go and how to get there. They need to know that they always have a choice, the choice to say no.
Chabo became a medical student after having her marriage annulled. But it took 5 years of fighting against her parents and the support of the police and an aid group. One such group, SOS Women and Child Victims of Violence, has helped thousands of Nigerian girls to escape forced marriage.
Le plus souvent, nous saisissons le procureur de la République.
We often grab the public prosecutor. By grabbing the public prosecutor's attention, he then forces the parents to renounce the marriage and makes them sign a commitment that they will not marry off their daughter.
But the fight against child marriage in countries like Niger, one of the poorest in the world, is not easy. With limited incomes, many parents focus on boys' education and marry off their daughters early. Niger's President Isufu Mahamadou at the July 7 African Union Summit in Niamey vowed to boost prospects for girls.
We need to strengthen their employability. They must have access to a job. They have to finish school with a career. That's what can make it easier for them to find a job. That's what can allow them to be more autonomous.
For her part, Chabo urges girls to spread the word to their friends. Nobody can force them to marry, and they have the right to remain children. For Anne Zanke in Niamey, Niger, Moki Edwin Kinzeka for VOA News.
Motorcycle hailing companies are battling for supremacy on the streets of Africa's most populous city, Lagos, following investment from local and foreign companies. Regulations had previously been an obstacle, but investors with the resources to fund expensive motorcycles that meet legal requirements are changing the dynamics and taking the lead.
Like in much of West Africa, motorcycle taxi known as Okada are a fast means of getting around in Nigeria, especially in the commercial capital Lagos, where vehicular traffic is commonplace. The market is attracting investors, including bike taxi firms, which are now slugging it out with tricycle riders and commercial bus operators. Unlike the informal motorcycle taxis, the two-wheeled ride-hailing companies are offering teams of trained, accountable riders and the convenience of booking rides through a mobile app.
50.
As in Asia, the bike taxi firms are also looking to turn their ride-hailing apps into one-stop mobile shops, offering a host of services from e-payments to deliveries to insurance. There is a growing clientele, some of who turn to the option when the only way to beat traffic is a motorbike.
I see them like they are more executive. You feel more secure. I believe they should be trained before they are allowed to ride on Okada and Mascara. Everybody wants faster movement in Lagos. We all know Lagos, but we are still afraid of the normal Okada.
The sight of branded motorbikes has become a feature on the ever-busy streets of Lagos. The brains behind the business have their eyes on other cities such as Kano, another populous city in northern Nigeria.
The reality is the infrastructure is not meant to handle so many cars, and to do major infrastructural projects like trains will take a long time. And there's so many Okadas that they're here to stay at least for a while. So why not make the best of it, right? Why not make sure they're driving safely? Why not track them? Why not give them proper permits? And make the best of a situation.
The commercial motorcycle riders have come under so much criticism for recklessness on the roads and accidents. In 2012, the Lagos state government banned motorcycles with a cylinder capacity below 200 cubic centimeters from plying major roads or the bridges that crisscross the city. Most riders can only afford cheaper motorcycles of around 100 cubic centimeters, but the new companies have been able to build a fleet of 200 cubic centimeters motorcycles that meet legal requirements. In addition to safe and fast commuting, they are also providing jobs.
I was actually interested in their vision, the vision of saving people's time, taking them to their destination safe and sound. And I wanted to be part of that vision, at the same time to actually increase my financial capability so that I can do more.
Other indigenous-owned motorbike hailing firms which have been around for a while are also looking to expand their reach.
Nigerians principally mostly move around either on motorcycles or in minibuses. And these are two spaces that haven't seen a lot of formalization and structure, even as we speak, right? So if you combine all the organized and structured ride-hailing platforms and transport companies to date, they're still less than 1% of the total market.
Africa offers huge potential for motorcycle hailing firms due to low personal car ownership, rapidly expanding populations, and the lack of efficient mass transport systems in fast-growing cities. Two-wheel travel in West Africa faces potential pitfalls, but there are no signs of interest waning from firms planning to launch in the region.
It's time now for a short break. As we do, we'd like to remind you to visit our website, channelcv.com, for news and other programming around the clock. You can also find us at youtube.com/channelsweb. Still to come, with the first dwarf football team in East Africa, the Short Stature Society of Kenya is fighting stigma against dwarfism. We'll bring you details when we return.